Chapter 2, Mishnah 6. If an animal was weak and close to death before it was slaughtered, it possibly died before the shechita was completed, which would make it a nevela. Therefore, we may not eat the meat of such an animal unless we have proof that it was still alive at the moment of shechita, and thus it was the shechita that killed it. The Mishnah discusses the signs that prove the animal was alive at that time. If someone slaughters an animal that is close to death, Rabban Shimon ben Gamliel says we have to suspect that it died before the shechita, unless it jerks a front leg and a back leg. If it made these movements at the moment of shechita, it was evidently alive until that time and may therefore be eaten. Rabbi Eliezer says it is enough that it forcefully spurts out blood at the moment of shechita. The next Tana notes a practical application for Rabbi Eliezer's lenient ruling. Rabbi Shimon says even if someone slaughtered such an animal at night, when it is not possible to see whether its legs moved, but the following morning he arose and found the sides of its neck full of blood, the animal is kosher because it must have spurted out blood when the shechita was completed, which is enough to prove that it was alive until then, according to Rabbi Eliezer's definition, which was cited above. A third opinion. But the sages say the animal is not permitted unless at the moment of shechita it jerks either a front leg or a back leg, or wags its tail. The Mishnah adds, whether it is a small animal like a sheep or goat, or whether it is a large animal like a cow, an animal close to death is not permitted unless it showed a sign of life at the moment of shechita, as discussed above. However, there is the following difference between them. If a small animal stretched out its foreleg at that time but did not pull it back, the animal is not kosher, because this type of movement is just something that happens automatically when the life of a small animal departs, and does not prove that it was alive then. By contrast, a movement of this type by a large animal does serve as proof of life. The Mishnah concludes, in what case does this ruling, namely that a slaughtered animal must show signs of life, apply? When it was presumed to be close to death before the shechita. But if it was presumed to be healthy at the time, then even if it does not have one of these signs, i.e. it did not move at all when the shechita was completed, it is kosher.